Bev again with another topic taken directly from my book, Are You Fat Making or Calorie Burning? Okay, now you can get that book online. I want to talk about artificial sweeteners or sugar substitutes, and we have a huge choice, right? We'll talk about them in a minute. These were created by and used by the food industry to successfully market their products to you. Why? Because maybe you're trying to avoid sugar, maybe you want to lose fat, control your body weight, whatever. Yes, the food industry wants the sale, the money, the profit, but maybe at the expense of your health. Okay? If you've listened to my videos, you know that your body is a very highly complicated biochemical creature. And maybe using these fake sugars to control weight gain is not as simple as you think or as you might hope. Large-scale population studies have found that artificial sweeteners, especially used in diet pop, are contributing to, or at least are associated with, weight gain and abdominal fat over time. Okay? Seems odd, but it's true. It does remain controversial, though, I will admit that, but many reviews are funded by the food industry, and you better believe that the food industry is 17 times less likely to say anything negative about their products, right? They want to make those sales. So fake sugars are not completely inert substances in your body. Water is, but when you pick up a soda pop and it's 0.0000, and it's blue or whatever, you better believe it's not inert. It's going to do something biochemically. It can change your gut bacteria. Those are your probiotics. It can cause metabolic disturbance because your brain tastes, we're all connected, right? Your brain tastes sweetness, but it's cheated of the expected glucose or sugar that it thinks is coming with that sweetness, right? It wants to keep its blood sugar balanced. And so it starts making more insulin to deal with the sugar coming, but there's no sugar. So you get this hyper insulin situation, or they could call it hypoglycemic when there isn't enough glucose, either way. But you get this appetite stimulation within an hour. Your adrenal glands get taxed. They're stressed out. You have cortisone, stress hormone gets built up, and that is a fat-making hormone. But it's because your body needs to get glucose from elsewhere. It's not getting it from the food that you ate, so it has to go elsewhere, maybe to your liver, to your muscles, to your body tissues. So pretend sugar will always force some sort of biochemical adaptation. And it's going to result in maybe some fat storage, maybe fat at the waistline, maybe some weight gain. So your body wants to, as I said, want to have balanced blood sugar, okay? Now, if we go to these different types, this sugar alcohols, an example is sorbitol, okay? It's sugar-free, but it's not carb-free. So you may see something that says sugar-free, but it's still going to spike something because it comes from carbs, okay? So it's absorbed slowly and incompletely. It is from cornstarch, sugarcane stalk, or whey protein. Now, if you have a lactose intolerance, maybe you should stay clear of these sugar alcohols. And by the way, I don't know why they're called sugar alcohols, because there's not any real sugar and there's certainly no real alcohol in it. But anyway, who knows? But it leaves fatty acids and gases in your intestines. So you can get bloating, you can be passing gas, and some of you might even get some diarrhea. Not great, right? And where do you find this? In a lot of things, right? Chewing gum, candies, mouthwash, protein bars. I've often seen this in protein bars. The next one is stevia. This one's a little better. It's plant-derived, so it's more natural than synthetic. And it's from plant protein, right? Not carbs. You can get it as white or as green leaf. Now, if it's white, it's chemically produced, okay? Chemically processed. And an example is it's used in toothpaste, okay? The other green leaf is really the best choice. here. Actually, I would save all of them. Green leaf is the best. Saccharin, an example is sweet and low, is chemically synthesized from salts. It's an appetite stimulant within an hour. Well, that's great, right? Aspartame, NutraSweet, or Equal are examples. Again, synthetically made, but this time it's a combination of two chemically produced amino acids, which means they were produced in a lab. Sucralose, an example is Splenda, is synthetically made by chemically altering sucrose through chlorination. Whoa, that's fun, right? It can affect your thymus gland, which then might negatively affect your immune system. So there's a lot of different things going on here. And, you know, I'm the first to say, you know, it's difficult to give up sugar, right? I think what you should use is, you know, first of all, this is a good one, green leaf stevia, if you have to put that in your coffee. If you have honey, for example, it's a natural sweetener, right? It's found in nature. It's no problem with it. Or why don't you just have some fresh fruit if you're craving something sweet? Have portion control, of course, but have a bit of fresh fruit. Has some fiber in it. It's real food. Now, there is a relatively new sweetener out. I don't know if you've heard of it. There's not a lot of in-depth research on it yet, or I haven't found a lot of in-depth research, but it appears to be to have a lot of good potential, contrary to a lot of these other ones. And it can come under two names. Allulose, that's kind of the more common name, and the other one, if I can remember how to spell it, PSICOLA. I think that's it. So this is another alternative, and I would say this is a good one. You can always get this one in the store, right? So the only, and you might wonder how this one's made. It is a rare sugar, like it's real, right? And it's found in things like figs, raisins, molasses, maple syrup, and it's made from cornstarch through an enzyme process, okay? And it doesn't seem to have the appetite stimulation and some of these, you know, some of these other issues that you see elsewhere. So I hope this helps you, and I hope that you don't use too many sweeteners, okay? So see you in the next video. Bye for now.